on the agenda. No, that actually works out fine. Good stuff.
All right, thank you.
Oh, ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Well, actually, it was the fourth thing on the agenda, not the first one, but we just made the first one, so it works. Made it works. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. This is our daily meeting. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of stuff today. Whole bunch of stuff today, and try to knock it all out. If you are an intellectual person, you get to see how my brain works and where we're going, and there's all sorts of stuff. If you are a empathetic person, like to change the world, I don't think you're going to see that today. Let me see. Nope, you're not really going to see that today. Sorry. Maybe you will. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. If you like to take ideas back to your company, you're going to have plenty today. That's for sure. Get plenty of that today. Plenty of that. Let's start off. Let's go backwards to, well, before I start, let me just tell you where we are. I want you to think of us as we're a Silicon Valley company in Texas. All right? That's probably the best way for you all to get that. There's also a downfall of that too. You know, some of you expect extremely long hours and extremely long work weeks. So, sorry, but it's law's fault. Blame him. It's law's fault. And that's basically where we are. From the culture, let me give you an idea of culture. I don't really care when Jerry works, when Monica works. I don't care. As long as that harvest come back, you do what you want. That is an extremely Silicon Valley type of thinking. You do what you want. But I'm just telling you, it's just one of those things in which I understand that, and you'll have a good time moving forward, or at least you won't be so mad at me moving forward. Back to ATS week. Deanna, Grace, I'll mute your mic, same time.
Yep.
Reggie, I'll mute your mic for me. Are you doing ATS week this year?
Am I doing what?
ATS week this year? All the videos?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Outstanding. All right, then. So basically, we'll change it. Well, you want short videos, Grace? Is that going to make you better? Make you feel better?
A lot.
All right.
I mean,
Deanna, you want short videos?
Depending on, I can go like 10 minutes on something,
Yes, please.
10 minutes is still short. All right. Outstanding.
Okay. I understand what you're saying.
Then I need hundreds of those, right? You give me 200 of those.
Right.
200 of those. And y'all can do videos together, and those count too.
All right.
Right? But they're going to count for, you can do them together, but they only count for one person.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So if you, Reggie, and Grace do a video together, Deanna do a video together, one of y'all got to say, oh, this is my video, we'll do another one, right? It only count for Reggie that time. The other ones count for, all right, you understand. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't knock them all out at once.
You already know what's going to happen. You already know. Okay.
All right. So if you and Reggie want to do all of them together, that's fine. Just you got to rotate who gets the credit for which.
I already know. Hey, we can work that out.
All right. Down there, you're going to have to create a Dropbox space. You're going to have to create a Dropbox space for it since we're all spread apart.
Okay.
That has to be done today. Dropbox, inside that Dropbox space, it needs to have all three of y'all names.
Okay.
All right. And then also, this one's going to be more epic than before. Because we have different technology has gotten better over the last 4 years. We used to have to, Jerry, run the videos live and had to sit there, no matter what we was doing, had to sit there and then end it and all sorts of stuff one at a time because technology. And then we just didn't have much. Now I could do up to 8 hours at once. I could do a whole 8-hour block of videos, edit them all together, and then run them live I can run them live. Probably do 4 hours at a time, but I can run them live. Plus other stuff. So technology is better. You feel what I'm saying?
I do. What do you use to accomplish that?
Yeah, great question. I will share my screen and show you.
Cool.
So I'm a gamer, so when y'all go to Line App and y'all see P. That's my gamer name. Yeah, that's my gamer name. OBS, Open Broadcast Software Project. It's from, all three of these. And essentially, it works like, so this is the link. Let me show you the link, and then I'll show you what it works like without this here. I'll show you literally. I'll pull it up and show it to you. I'll stop sharing this, and I'm going to show you how it works. I'll give you a crash course real quick. It's fantastic. It's just absolute. Oh, yeah, there you go. I didn't know I posted it. Here we go. Okay, share my screen again. Gamers use this to do their games. All right, so this is, y'all can see this weird screen up here, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is what it looks like. And first thing you got to do is you got to go to settings, and you're going to have to get your stream key. So I got it set to Facebook Live, but you can have it YouTube Gaming. It doesn't matter, right? There's even these Periscope. These are services you pay for. Mixer is where Ninja, which you know anything about Ninja, just went over there exclusively. So before Joe Rogan signed his exclusive contract as the #1 gamer in the world, Ninja signed an exclusive contract as well about 3 years before. But nevertheless, so you come here and you get your stream key. I won't show it to you because hackers, but you put your stream key here. So I'll explain to you what that means here in a second. I'll give you a little crash course real quick. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your Facebook page. Well, if you're on Facebook, but it doesn't matter. You want to go to whatever page you're streaming on, and you want to get your streaming key. All of them have it. You can Google how to get my streaming key from blank, right? You can Google all that stuff. But I'm going to show you mine. Actually, you know what? I probably won't. Okay, that's not the whole thing. Hold on, y'all. Okay, good stuff. So I'll show you half of it. Okay, there we go. All this. I'm such a hacker, and I'm trying to show like stuff I can get hacked. All right. So you come down, you come here, you just go to your, I'll show you how to get here, but you're going to come, so this is your stream key. I use a persistent stream key. You can't see it, but you use this, you copy and paste this, and then that goes inside your stream key, okay? That goes inside the little thingy here. Now, how do you get there? It's real simple, because all these things have things now, right? They're all user-friendly. So while it seems confusing, it's not. I'll show you here. You go to your Facebook page, since we're talking about Facebook. And all you're going to do is you're going to go live video. You're going to click here. Once you click here and go live, then it's going to ask you, it's going to show up that screen that I just showed you, but I'm going to stop it real quick because I don't want you to see all my stream stuff. Just click live, and then those steps you typically don't pay attention to because you just go live, your stream key is right there. And you put your stream key inside of this thingy, the OBS project, and then you get to go. That's the hardest part. The rest of it is super simple. All right, the rest of it is super simple. So you come here, you'll pick a video. I think I got Maurice here, so this is Maurice's video. Oh, well, I must have deleted it. So you come, you're just going to browse, and then your videos will pop up. Let me just pick any video real quick. All right, we'll use whatever. No. Okay, that's some green screen stuff I'm going to use. All right, we use some top secret y'all don't know about. So now it's too big, right? It's way too big. But you shrink it. You come in. Uh-oh. You put it to your screen according to the way you want. Do that if you want. And now you hit start streaming and you're live, buddy. Just like that. Just like that.
I have a follow-up question.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I always get confused. Okay. What I always get confused when I do it, right? You know how the video is playing in OBS, and then you then still have to go back to Facebook and hit live or what have you. Is it going to be playing the same exact time, or is it a lapse in between the play?
It'll be a lag, but like a 3-second lag. That's it. But only you will know the lag. Your audience won't know it. But that's no different.
There's a whole new, whole new meaning to live or Memorex.
Absolutely.
Which a lot of people don't have any idea what that is, but
no.
These days.
And so there's plenty of reasons to do it. So you'll see half my videos will be really live. The other half would be that kind of live. So you get to the point in which you want post-production. At this point, I use most post-production stuff. That means I will want some stuff on the screen as I'm talking. Most of the people, most of the celebrities you see, they do it. It's like, man, how they live videos look like that? Yeah, that's how. They don't know how to do it, but they got a me that know how to do it, right? And they have their videos like that. So their name pop up and say Lisa Nichols, this here, to be 4K production, all that stuff, because you can just never forget everything's entertainment. If you ever, no matter what, a therapy session is entertainment, a divorce is entertainment, everything is entertainment. You just can never forget that. It makes life easier. That's why I be telling Deanna, think out loud. Come on, think out loud. I ask her a question, she'd be like, it's this awkward silence. No, think out loud, right? Because everything entertainment. So you want to be able to use let's say you got a conference. You want to be able to put all that cool stuff. I saw you, Kiara. Put your thing up this way. Put your, if you got an upsell, you can put it up there. I don't do that. I typically don't use social media to sell. I don't, but I guess I'll open it up in a little bit. I use social media to get leads. I don't use social media to sell. I use social media to get leads. It just comes out better that way. But you want to be able to do post-production, at least me. I want to do that all the time, because at this point, I've had this thing around the office, no more white wall. I just kept saying it over and over and over and over and over. They got the point. First year of the videos, just had this white wall because my little office was ugly. But then once we got so high, I was like, no more white walls. Can't do that no more. That's garbage, right? You can't do that no more. It's garbage. So I'll use that. Here's another thing I found out, Jerry, by accident. Let's say I have to go do something I don't want to do, which doesn't happen often, but stuff like go to Walmart. Oh my God. Stuff like that, right? Who the hell wants to go to Walmart? Anyway, nobody, right? But I got to go to Walmart for an hour or so, or whatever. I'll run a 2-hour video live and then go to Walmart. I do it all the time. That wasn't my intention, but it was the unintended side effect. I realized I can always be working, no matter what. No matter what, I can always be working. So I've managed to do live videos and premiere videos on Facebook all at once. And I just use it too. Facebook they now let you upload 50 videos at a time now. You can upload 50 videos on Facebook at a time, and then set when you want them to go live. Like it's called Premiere, but it's almost the same thing. It acts like the same thing, and you can do that. So we got so much content. That's what I've been doing lately. It's just a constant barrage of ATS, and yes, that's the point. Right. So good stuff. OBS. I do use it. If you see it in the chat, I use it religiously. I really do. So on ATS week, we're going to have all these videos edited. And what I'm going to do is, I just saw, you can do it up to 5 hours. I just saw on that one. It used to be 8, they got it to 5. So what I'll do is I will edit together about 4 hours of video each time. And of course, OBS will tell you where you at on your video. It'll tell you how many hours you got. And of course, Facebook will tell you how many hours you're in. And that's what I do. I'll put these 4 hour blocks together. Now, 6 times 4 is 24. So I just need 6 4 hour blocks, or at least 5 4 hour blocks for 20 hours. So I'll put together 3 4 hour blocks for new episodes. And then in the wee hours of the morning, right? You know, like Discovery Channel would do, I'll play the stuff from 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know, play the old stuff for the other 4 hour block. So it's fantastic. It works well. Use technology, y'all. Use it. Kiara, you had a question.
Yeah, I had missed the very beginning. So I watched when you pulled the stream code and you brought it over to the Facebook Live for it to run.
Got you.
Then you were saying OBX. Is that the software where you had your videos stored and you took the code from? I think I missed that part.
Fair enough. So OBS, I want you to think of, I'll show it on my screen again. OBS project is, in simple terms, it allows you, it's streaming only. Let's say you wanted to go to, let's say your church wanted to go live on your website. How many of y'all have heard that? Hey, how can we get our church to go live? Show our pastors live feed or something. All right, all this is an encoding, decoding. This is just a streaming site that allows you to stream to a third party. That's all this is. Gamers use it more than anybody. Why? Because the videos that you have for gaming are completely edited, because they're long blocks and they have to put their face on it. And then you're trying to get straight to the point on the game unless it's a walkthrough. So what they'll do is they'll chop out the hard parts they had to do to get to it, so they can hurry up and show you the hack or hurry up and show you the thing you're trying to get to. So they'll chop out hours just to make that video a 30-minute, packed video. So gamers use this all the time. They learn how to edit, and they come in, and now they show their video. So let me take you back to the OBS, and I'll show you here. So this is just a streaming, but what's fun is whatever happens in here happens on Facebook. So whatever happens in here happens on Facebook. And this is what's completely fun about this here. If I did this while I'm going live, Facebook would literally see this going live. So they would see me moving this video. So you don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to do that. Also, here, this is mic auxiliary. If I wanted to talk to Facebook, I could, but I strongly suggest all of you cut this all the way down, right? Because don't nobody want to hear you going to the bathroom, stuff like that, right? Because it's going to be default up, cut it all the way down. So this is your mic, what you're doing now, and this up here is the volume for the source feed right here. The volume for the source feed. Now, this is something I haven't released yet. It is something like 6 hours of, I forget what it is. It's hot though. Whatever it is, it's hot. It's something about marketing. I forget what it is, but it was so great, I made sure I didn't release it. Made sure I didn't release it because I want to do something special with it. But you feel what I'm saying, Kiara?
Yeah, but why is it down? You're not when you're streaming, you're not recording yourself right then and there. Is something uploaded?
Right. So this is always pre-recorded. So typically good question actually. Let me find something that, give me a second. Let me find something that I've edited. Well, maybe this one. Nope, that one doesn't have it. This one does though. All right, so this is a good example. This is me and ET. This is me and ET. Now, oh, okay, yeah. See, this is me and ET right here. Now, this was just a regular Zoom video. He was using a cell phone in vertical mode. So I put his logo over here. There we go. I put his logo over here. I put mine over here. But if you continue watching, it's going to have all this editing in front of it and behind it. So you go from Zoom, but what's about to happen is this whole 5-minute 4K video is about to start playing right there. So you went from a Zoom video, and now we're in 4K. So you can't hear it because it's not going to hear it here. But the master volume is on this video in itself. The master volume is on this video. This volume here is me talking right now. And I never want that inside this video. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and I might be cussing somebody out or something, right? You know, I mean, we'd be playing a church video or something, and I'd be like, "Hey, God dog it," you know, I mean, ruin your whole brand or something. You know, some crazy stuff. You know, some crazy stuff. Or you might, your husband might walk up on you and be like, "You look good today, baby." You don't want everybody to hear that on the video, right? So, you know, it can be anything that happens on your background, especially when you're fooling with a fool like me. You don't ever want to put me on speakerphone, ever. So you see all this high quality production. So this is what I like to do now, and then went right back to Zoom. And then once this interview is over, it goes back to another 4K thingy. So it's all blended in together. That's one option. And I could put the logos up. Who's that? Go ahead.
Charmone put a question in the chat. She says, when your videos are long before streaming, can they be broken down into segments?
Absolutely. Now, it depends on how you want to break those things down into segments. You can break them down into segment and keep going one by one, or you can break them down into segments like a gamer would do. And let's say you shot a 3-hour video and you want to condense that video down to 30 minutes. Then you can break all them segments down and run them as one video over here, post-production. At some point, all of you, when you gain you an audience, whatever a lot is for you, whatever a lot is different for everybody. So whatever a lot is, once you get to that a lot in your mind, you're going to want to do 2 different types of videos. You're going to want to do post-production, and you're going to want to do behind-the-scenes videos like The Rock. You ever seen The Rock? He's in his gym. Dwayne Johnson is like, it's the same videos all the time. Hey, everybody, sweating my ass off, and such and such. He literally would say this. I'm just telling you what he would say, right? And I'm here, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just ate my 3rd breakfast. I just want to tell you, go out there and go get it. You always want to do those videos because your fans are going to want to see you in raw nature. But the bulk of your videos, you're going to want to have post-production. I'll give you one more example. So we're going to go to Gary V. I have this video by Gary V that I saved. So I'm going to do 2 things at once. I'm not sharing my screen, right? Okay. I'm going to do 2 things at once. I'm going to show you what it's going to sound like. And then, is it 70? Oh, I never know. Y'all can help me look together. I got so much stuff on this computer, and it's got 120 gigs of space on it. Just sit up here. There we go. So you get to get in my business and go in my Finder folder. So here we go. So I type in MP4. Oh, this is the women's podcast. This is the podcast, Grace. That's what that is. All right, so here's Gary V right here. You probably can't see it because I'm not sharing my desktop. So I'll show you Gary V real quick. I like this video so much, I just saved it on my computer and I come back and watch it.
212-931-5731.
All right, stop right there for a second. So you can't do that on a live video. You get it? Like, there's no way you can say it, but his video opened up with his phone number, which, by the way, me and Gary B were the first two people doing it. I'm just gonna just throw that out there. Just throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? I saw him do it. I was like, he had me messed up. I was doing it the next 48 hours, and then everybody else wanted to copy off of us. No, I'm just joking, but kind of not joking. We're kind of joking. All right. So that's one of the post-production things that you can do. So if I want to run this live, I can make this happen now in post-production and have all that stuff on the screen. So that's one.
212-931-5731. Hey guys, first of all, thank you for clicking. You're about to watch a new video or another video on YouTube. And before you do,
Okay, another one. You're going to want your videos like this at some point because I do all mine like that. What you heard was his sonic tag. Who knows what my sonic tag is? You hear it all the time. See if you can duplicate it. I'll be interested to see if you can do it.
It's a music tone. I can't.
It's a music tone. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that right there. Yeah, it's like that right there. All right, so you saw his sonic tag pop up.
212-931-5731.
There's the graphics. Boom. There's the sonic tag. He's changed it to more animation now. To it more transparent, more animation, but that sound is still the same. That's what he does when he's talking. They took his thing that he does when he's talking, when he's like super right, he'll do that, and they made it a sonic tag. Now, that wouldn't have been able to pop on a live video.
Hey guys, first of all, thank you for clicking. You're about to watch a
Then you hear music in the background, right?
new video or another video on YouTube. And before you do, 212-931-5731. If you are getting value out of my YouTube videos,
Can't do that.
what I'm doing in my text community is bonkers, it's instant, it's access, it's exclusive, and it's just been a lot of fun, and I just enjoy texting back and forth with a lot of you. 212-931-5731. I'm sure they're editing something, team. I know how you do it. Please join my texting community, and now enjoy this YouTube video. This portion is like with me, so I think this is when you...
All right, so I got all that. So when you see my videos, you're going to see all of this happen. I got all that going on because at some point, no more white walls. I'm telling you, Jerry, I said it so much, I got on their nerves. I didn't know how he was going to fix it. I just knew I was too damn big at this point to have white walls. It couldn't be that way no more. I kept saying it over and over, and finally I got on down the nerves so much, she figured out all the problems. And I was going to keep saying it until we worked that stuff out. Like, no more white walls. So I just kept saying it over and over and over and over until it was irritating. I just kept saying it, Go ahead, Grace. I know you got to go get your grandmother's medicine. Tell her don't die. Okay? Good. Outstanding. Now, tell her to stay alive. Is that better? Okay, there you go. That's better. All right, everybody like that one better. So you do all that post-production stuff, and it really, 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 really works. And how do you do that? OBS project, and you find you some good editing software. Go ahead, Jared.
No, I was just going to say it's just a huge, huge deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's when you build that audience. Trust me, you're gonna want to do that. I know Jerry's son is a gamer. I want to say your son has added me on LinkedIn yesterday. Is his name Isaac?
Yes.
All right, he added me on LinkedIn yesterday. Yeah.
Ah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, not too many potters out there.
No.
Yeah, he added me on LinkedIn yesterday. Good stuff. He's going to be using this or something like it, and at some point he's going to use this or something like it, because a lot of I follow gaming and gamers, and they actually, we played games growing up, but now I'm a real deal gamer because my boys taught me they're smarter than me. My oldest son is 11. He'll be 12 on Halloween, and my youngest son is 8, just turned 8, April 9th. They're smarter than me because But first off, they just want to be these diehard gamers, and they are. They're fantastically good. My oldest son doesn't even use my joystick. He uses keyboard and mouse for most of the games that allow them to use it, because it's just objectively better for shooting games, because you can only do a joystick so far, but the mouse has precision and you can snipe somebody from way off, right? It's just objectively better. This period, it's just, one of those things, the precision, the laser precision is just better. They are not only setting trends, but the people setting all the trends they're following. It's not old men in the building setting trends. They're making laws. The trends are being set by Jerry's son. And then he is also following some gamer setting trends. Please know, gamers now, YouTube stars, they now get paid like A-list celebrities. And if you don't believe that, why do all these A-list celebrities now have vlogs now? Red Table Talk is just a fancy, high-produced blog. That's all it is. That's all it is. It just happened to be nominated for a daytime Emmy, right? But that's all it is. Will Smith came over here and, just outproduced vlogs, everybody. You want to be able to know where the trends start. All gamers, all YouTube stars, they're starting the trends. Why? Because YouTube has more millennials and Gen Z watching of anybody. Anybody. And when you got the bottom two generations, as far as age goes, in tune on one place. Like imagine if all baby boomers watch Fox News. Like all. Just one place. Or all baby boomers watch MSNBC, to be fair. That's like super right and super left, right? Okay. If all of them did that, you have all, or just about all, millennials and Gen Zers watching YouTube. That's insane. It's incredible the power that YouTube has. It's incredible. And they're all setting trends and following trends. And then the rest of us do it a year or two later. If you can, so when I realized that about 4 years ago, my son, my oldest son, I kid you not, I did two of the dumbest things ever. Three of the dumbest things ever, Jerry. And it took the third time I was like, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing it no more. I'm finna listen to these doggone boys. The first one, my youngest, he was like 5 at the time, probably 3. It's like, hey, I want to play Minecraft. What are you talking about? Minecraft with the little bombs on it? I don't know what you're talking about. Right? I'm gonna play Minecraft. Then I didn't listen to him. Minecraft is the #1 selling game of all time. All time. All time. That's incredible. He was 3. He was on to something. Then that same boy, about 4 years ago, he would die hard looking at this young kid open up presents named Ryan. 4 years later, Ryan would become one of the newest YouTube stars, making $22 million a year. Yes. And my youngest son was watching him before the graphics. First season, first episodes. Aiden, my 11-year-old, he said, Dad, I need to get this game called, well, I'm not going to tell you the game. You need to get this game called blank. And I said, buddy, what you talking about? Oh, you can go to the store? No. It's not in the store. It's only online. I said, now see, buddy. But I call my boys buddy. Somehow they know the difference between the buddies and they know which one I'm talking to. I say, buddy, they don't make games online that don't have a disc on them.
I'm dying over here.
Oh my God. Okay. There they go. That's a virus, baby. Get off of that. Get off of that, right? Get off. Don't do that. It's in beta. It's in beta. And everybody, he said something, it's in beta, and they're letting you test it. It's in beta, and they letting you test it. And I'm like, beta? Okay, I get why you want a beta game, but it's online. Come on, man. It's online. That don't really make too much sense, buddy. It's beta. It's beta. He says, no. I'm telling you. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This boy was talking about Fortnite. He finally convinced me after a week of asking, so I finally let him download it. I went back there and I checked because I'm smart. All right, there's not a virus. Get the beta version of Fortnite. Today, my 11-year-old is one of the world's top Fortnite players in the world, in the whole world. He's just been playing Fortnite since the beta, and he's just ranked top whole world. Imagine if I'd have just invested in Fortnite, the number one multiplayer game of all time. He came to me in beta and said, let me get the game. But you know us, we know better, don't we? Damn dummy, talking to me, right? So now, every time they say something, I'm listening, huh? What y'all got next? Every time. They talk about some crazy stuff right now, I'm on it. They teaching me everything. They in the samurai swords. I don't know where that came from. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you just sent me a text message, 3 samurai swords last night. What, is this a new trend for to come back up? Are the samurai swords coming back? I'm looking now. I ain't missing nothing no more, Jerry. I'm looking at all of them. I'm trying to see what, because they are in the know. I got about 4 more years of relevancy left. Right? And after that, it's their turn. It really is. So if you got that little niece or nephew that's always on YouTube, pay attention. Pay attention. Because the ATS company has dominated in media over the last 3 years, since 2017, when I start.
If your loved one is at risk of a fall, the Symphony Medical Alert System from CVS Health can help support their safety in their home with 24/7 emergency monitoring, even when you can't be there. Terms and conditions apply. Learn more about Symphony at cvs.com/symphony or find it at your nearest CVS Health Hub.
At Acuity Insurance, we believe the things you do for your business are heroic, and you deserve someone equally heroic to protect them. We put our all into covering your business so you can focus on the things you love most. That's the power of heart. Acuity Insurance, wholeheartedly for you.
Saying that my boys are smarter than me at media. That's when we made a huge difference in media. That's when I decided that this needs to become a media company. It's when I started taking YouTube seriously. 2017, I had 20-something YouTube subscribers. Now I've got 5,000 something, which is extremely hard to do, by the way. Let me just tell you. It is extremely hard to grow YouTube. Extremely hard to grow YouTube. So just keep that in mind. This is something that is insanely difficult. You can pull that off. It works. Cool? Everybody cool there? Listen to your young people because they set the trends. They know the trend. I would say the YouTube gamers are the new jocks. They're the new varsity football team. And whatever the varsity football team is doing in the high school, the rest of the school is doing. And whatever the school is doing, the rest of that city is doing. At least that's how it works in Texas. Because football is God in Texas.
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
My 12-year-old brushing his teeth, he was hollering, ask him what his son's name is. I told him what you said about your son and him being ranked like that. But yeah, as a parent, I be wanting, some information because technology is not my strong point. But the talent that they got and how much they're into it, being able to use that and them make me some money and them some money would definitely be a plan.
No doubt. That show will be. Tell him he on Xbox, and he just changed his name. I need to. I'm gonna look it up. His email though is Accurate Breed.
Okay.
Just as soon as he wake up, because he ain't go to sleep till like 7 this morning, because he been gaming and there ain't no school. As soon as he wake up, I'll get him to give me his name, and I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you so you can send it to him. Okay. I ain't gonna forget. Okay. And they also teaching me, first off, Facebook is garbage. They have nothing to do with Facebook. They don't even care. They just don't. They just do not care about Facebook. I put them on TikTok, and they work TikTok a billion times better than me. They just do the filters and all the vibration stuff, and I'm like, all right, teach me that. And I'm teach me all that stuff. Everything, so all the apps that they're paying attention to, those are the apps I'm pushing this company to. Oh, I need y'all to catch that. Right? I don't know which one's gonna work, but I do know I wouldn't have thought about them if they wouldn't have looking at them. I want to be in business 20 years from now. You understand? Yeah, I want to be in business 20 years. Go ahead, Jared.
Their fans and their followers are incredibly loyal and incredibly active. It's uncanny. The audience is just amazing how loyal, and I mean they will. My son's on Twitch. Yep. Is where he does his thing, and I don't know. I think he's got a couple hundred followers or something now. But what amazes me is, I mean, these guys they hang tight together. If one of them needs something, you know, I'll tell you just a quick one.
No, go ahead. Take your time.
My son, his headphones broke recently, right? That he was using. And before he just mentioned something on one of his live streams, and before we could order him a new set of headphones, one of his buddies bought him a set off of Amazon and had it sent to him.
Wow.
I mean, that's how loyal and how tight they are. It just blows me away. I said, that is cool. That is so cool.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. They got me on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. And this is why, so one of the big plans for this company is esports. And I'm investing incredibly in esports because my boys want to be gamers. And so I've just launched, now I parent differently. So y'all, you know, if you parent the way you want to parent. So I told them, but then you need to be the best gamer alive, right? And of course I use the word dominate. And they don't get to cry when they lose, right? You know, I tell them, don't be a sore loser, don't be a sore winner. And I tell them, but everything's entertainment, and I'm going to get them some cameras. Like I got their whole room with lights. They got the gamer lights. They got the $200 gamer chair, because visuals, right? Once they get on camera, you need to see the gamer chair. You got the lights behind them and stuff, all that stuff, you know, all that stuff. And now all they do is, because I've been homeschooling for the last 5 years. This year, all they homeschool was learn how to be the best at these games. The only deal, I said, I'm not going to force you to do nothing. You can create your own path. But there's one thing that you got to do for me, because we black. This is what I told them. I'm just telling you what I told them. Because we black. There's one thing you got to do for me so I'm going to let you live your dreams, but I'm going to impose on you one thing because we black. And they said, what? I said, you got to learn how to build the games too. So if you're going to play them, you got to learn how to build them and design them and code them too. It's the only thing. And I told them straight up. I said, because black folk get put out with technology. Exactly what I told them. So if you don't want to, there ain't no sense of you signing contracts when you can be the one to create and sign contracts. So the youngest son, and ever since I said that, you can see who's gravitating to what. My youngest son he's got this engineer mindset. That's why he plays Roblox, Minecraft. These are games that force you to build stuff, right? Jerry knows what I'm talking about. They force you to build and all that stuff. That's all he wants to do. So now he come to me like, yo, when you buying this engineering stuff? When you making it happen? He's forcing my hand now. You said it, and now we want Max and we want this. So I had to break it down to him. I told him, well, if I got to get you both computers. I said I have to give you a Mac to program, but I have to give you a Windows if you're gonna play games online on PC, because Mac is terrible at online gaming on computer. It's just deficient. If you're gonna play gaming online, it has to be Windows. It has to be PC. If you're gonna design, it probably has to be Mac, right? So they gotta get the best of both worlds going on here. But now they're holding my feet to the fire. They're holding my feet to the fire. So now they gotta design them. They gotta do all that stuff. So the whole semester has just been that, and I just been watching them. They taught me my favorite game is Fortnite. I only bought a PlayStation to play Fortnite. Not Fortnite, excuse me, Fallout, to play Fallout. And I had Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4. Fallout 76, they made like Fortnite. It's only online. And for the last 2 years, I didn't play it. You know why? Because I didn't know how to make online friends. I'm not lying to you. I'm so not lying. So last month, I said, all right, buddy, I need you to teach me how to make online friends. Come on, because y'all do this stuff. Because these kids don't know a world without gaming online. So come on, teach me how to do it. He said, well, you need to start watching YouTube. So now I'm watching YouTube gaming on YouTube. I'm looking at the steps. Now I'm part of all these communities he was telling me to be a part of. And now I've got some online friends. I got some online friends. I had to, grown man daddy had to say, son, teach me how to make friends. That is not the way the world worked in the 80s. You did two things in the 80s. You knocked on somebody's door you didn't know. You got a kid, can we be friends? Who did that? Because I know I did it. Sure did. Can we be friends, right? Or you say, daddy, how do I go become friends? Now, the world's changed so much, daddy got to say, son, teach me how to make friends. That's insane. That's the power of the internet. So when I had to go get mentored by my 11-year-old son to have human interactions online. If that don't blow your mind, then I'm just not doing a good job. That blows my mind that I had to go to the other ATS, AJS, and ask him, please mentor me. It's the truth. It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Cool. Any more gaming, streaming, post-production questions? Because you learned a lot. And that wasn't even part of the script. All right, Deanna, let's give away some top secret information. Satish, you there? Let's see. Shoot him a message of textual method for me real quick and see if he's available. He wanted to ask me something. He wanted to ask me something, and I'd rather him do it here. So we'll move on from that after you shoot the. Oh, there he is. Well, you sent me a bunch of messages yesterday that were important. Oh, okay. You want to talk? Oh, got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Keep on saving the world. All right, we'll talk about it. Deanna, set up a 3-way call with me, him, and you.
Okay.
All right, let's try to knock it out today because he's got some really good stuff. I mean, so much good stuff that I had to scroll just to read it. He's got some really good stuff. So let's set up that 3-way call.
Okay.
All right, next on the agenda. Okay, we got Foxhole out the way. Did you set up that 5-minute thing that I'm going to do?
I asked it's literally in the middle of your business training. So I asked her if we could do it an hour later.
Business training?
Yours on Friday. Your training. And she asked us if it was okay. So because she asked us, I just went ahead and asked her, is it possible to do it an hour later? Because you will be in the middle of the training, and just waiting for her response on that.
All right, so mind my business is what you're telling me. Got it. All right, I want to switch our funnels today.
Okay.
I want to pay for it. I want to switch it. Done. I want to move. I like owning stuff. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I like owning stuff. So this is my first solution before SagaSoft finishes. I want to own my intellectual property and funnels today. That is of the most highest priority.
Okay.
And I want to spend the next 20 days transferring everything over and mastering the new thing we're about to own.
Okay.
If I, well, I don't want to say that on here. I don't want to talk. I like ownership. Let's see. Can you send a link for this? Yes. I also need this. Got you. I like ownership, y'all. Sometimes I'll switch brands. It has nothing to do with customer satisfaction. It has nothing to do with they didn't do right. You just gotta know what to own so you can build it. Let me go ahead and say this here. If you have a startup, which this is a startup, it's just 2 years old. Well, depends on how you look at it. It's either 12 years old, but as far as the educational part of this, it's 2.5 years old, something like that. If you have a startup, you do not want to buy things, you want to build them. I'm gonna just say it, and whoever catches it, catch it. If you have a startup, you're gonna be far more profitable. Investors will invest with you. I don't really have investors, but around here we just make the money. I don't really use investors, but if you want investors, if you want to build to get bought out, or whatever you want to do, all that stuff, you need to be building from scratch. You don't need to be buying stuff. You're not profitable if a lot of third parties have a lot to do with the profitability of your company. That's the way business has worked in the last 12 years. And I don't know why y'all keep doing it, because you keep failing with every economic disruption. Think about it. If Boeing just said, like February this year, that they're canceling the jet that had all them problems, you know how many companies went out of business because of that? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, Boeing was just fine. They didn't do too many. Well, they're probably doing layoffs now because COVID. They didn't see that coming. But the people, wow, you just certified my belief. Yes, sir. That's why I got you. The people who build the O-ring to stop the gas from coming out, to fill up the Boeing jet, they're out of business. But that was their number one client. The people who do the seat belts, Boeing don't do their seat belts. They pay somebody to do that. They out of business. The light company that light up the jet so you can walk, right? Or the nighttime lights. Or let's say it's an international flight. So the DVD company, the hardware company, or even the people who lease the movies, all those people just lost their biggest contract. It is far more better for all of you to build than buy. Why? Because a startup, you need all the money you can get. Bootlegs, you so cultured. You need all the money that you can get, all of it. Where did I learn this from? Besides getting beat up in the face, I think I made it part of this culture. Elon Musk, when he was building SpaceX, you got to process this information, man. This private company is going against governments. Actually, he had some assassination attempts on his life. It's a book. Gianna, pull up that book for me. I made y'all read. SpaceX something. It's by Arbery something. It's a guy, but he's got a name that sounds like a girl. Pull it up so they can see. And then after you do that, approve this advertiser that just emailed us. through that advertisement. In there, they had this major problem. It was on the third rocket problem. And they were about to go out of business. But this last launch, they was going to lose money. Well, the problem was on the second release, booster release, the piece that they bought, it kept overheating and cracking because the technology that they needed to use reusable rockets at that temperature, it just didn't exist. Elon had a choice. He could have took a chance and bought a better version. But what he decided to do is he took all his engineers and built from scratch the piece he needed that made all of it work. If he didn't do that, there would be no SpaceX. Not today. Go ahead, Dion. This book right here. This book. I read it the moment it came out. I love this book. It's incredible. It's incredible. So, thank you. It's incredible. Read that book. I made the team read it because I read it about once every 3 months, Ovi, to remind myself that entrepreneurship is hard as hell. Yeah, it's hard. It's absolutely hard. So build it. We build everything. So I'm telling Deanna, I built something that allows us to do sales funnels, and I want to use that while I'm got Saga start building a better version.
Yeah.
Because this isn't wrong. We're just talking the difference between, you want to build it, y'all. You need to focus on ownership and build it. If you want to build it, you want to build it yourself because it brings your cost production down and your profit margin up. Like I have a major issue that I don't have enough cloud storage the way I want. So you can guarantee that I am going to build. Let me just tell you some things I've done. I got tired of paying for CRMs, so I'm just building one from scratch. To my liking, to what I need to do around here. I'm not even trying to be smart. I'm just tired of buying stuff that kind of fixes my problem or gives me all this other stuff that disguises from the fact that it didn't really fix my problem. But it was nice though. I'm just building it from scratch. Period. Now, since I own the source code, since the intellectual property is mine, since I designed it myself from start to finish, and then put some smarter people on it to help me fix it out and then improve those changes, I own it. So what happens next? Well, it's simple. Now I can say, well, what y'all buy from me then? It's mine. Come over here and buy from me. You get what I'm saying? This, don't use that one, use this one. Oh, you're a client. I tell you what, we'll give you your own CRM at no extra charge. But our contract is $500,000 a year. Cool? Cool. Okay. Well, here, have it for free. Thank you for $500,000. We appreciate you. Jerry just told that, 50% commission, $250,000 payday. I'm sure he doesn't have a problem with that. This is the goal. That's not just that. We use Line App a lot. And but see, what does Line App come from? That's a game. That's mostly a gaming chat it's a chat for gamers. Line App is a chat for gamers mostly. So I told Satish, and we had a conversation. We all had to drink beers after this because I would not move on this chat. They was like, no, it needs to be. Nobody got it though. Nobody understood what I was trying to do. I had to keep explaining it over and over and over. I understood that I wanted a chat, a whole chat in the Android and Apple stores, a chat. Whether it be a work chat or entertainment, we'll say that conversation for later. I understood that. So when they finally got what I was saying, they was like, oh, let's charge for it. No, that is not what I said. I did not say let's charge for the chat. That is, you're messing up the vision here, because this is what I wanted. I wanted to have an app in which people can, I break it down. I wanted to, you can create private rooms, local rooms, and then have this global chat. Anybody on our server you could just talk to, period. You could just talk to. Just doesn't matter. Countries, because what is that like? That's like an online gaming community now, right? But that's kind of sort of. Then you can split up chat rooms, private rooms, and then middle rooms, and you can have certain these things. And I wanted it to be free. Why did I want it to be free? It is so simple, y'all. It is the most simple thing that makes sense, but nobody was getting me. Because I want, ready? Leads. Yeah. So if I can invent the greatest chat of all time, like Slack, with the entertainment elements of Messenger, if I can have people in 3G areas making voice calls on my chat, you understand? Not use WhatsApp. No, I got too many international people to be using. So now you use this app, this us. Now guess what I got? Name, phone number, email. But not just that. Then you need to have it in your life. So that's the way we build it. You got to have it. You got to use it. You got to use it. It's like WhatsApp. You can't. Who doesn't have WhatsApp, right? You got to use it. Now it's an app you have to use. So what's the next thing? The next thing is you either cross over to ATS and start buying stuff over here. You stay your butt over there. It don't matter to me because you're still a customer. It doesn't matter to me. Does Facebook care if you only use WhatsApp? No, it's a Facebook company. Does Facebook care that you like Instagram better than Facebook? Well, they actually do care about that. They're liking more. But do they care that you over there? No. It's a Facebook company. Oculus, Facebook company. I don't care if you like that chat. I'm not worried about none of you Americans and Indians. Y'all got economies. The new problem that I'm facing now is most of the people signing up for us have to walk 30 miles to get the Wi-Fi, and they are speeding up how much I need to make these videos downloadable. Because what they do is Deanna, somebody asked you this the other day, right? Go ahead and tell them.
They were asking how to get access because they couldn't, what they would do is they would go to when they get access and then they will like download as many as they can and then go back. So they were asking like, how can I access this without having to, download go back and forth?
And this is a major issue now because right now, if I let you download it, you just download it and you just share it all out there, right? Just boom. So what Sangasoft is building for me is you not like Netflix. You download it in the secure Netflix thing and you can't share it, right? This is an issue because Law told me about a year ago, yeah, man, I wish I could download it if I listen to you in the subway. But now I got 30%. You say, yep, I got 30% of the people joining this company now. They're in Africa and other places. I found the slick way around China. We'll get to that in a second. But they're just in other places, right? They're just in other places. And they all have 3G. And so you think, well, just go to Wi-Fi and listen. They can't just go to Wi-Fi and listen. Wi-Fi is not readily available. Ali is on Wi-Fi right now, right? Oh, it's like, yo, on Wi-Fi. You walk outside, hit somebody else's Wi-Fi, then hit somebody else's Wi-Fi. Some of y'all don't even pay for your Wi-Fi bill. You use somebody else's. This is not something that you can do. So I want a chat that is, check this out, that allows you to make data and all that voice, all that good stuff, but it's connected to the business university. So even if you can't take the classes or haven't paid to take the classes, you can have conversations with people who did. It's super brilliant. When they finally got it, we stopped for the day because everybody was pissed off. I wasn't moving. It wasn't moving. This is why if you're the CEO, then you need to stay in tune with that, because only you know the vision for your company. I know the vision for my company. The vision for my company is the number 2 vision of my company is to take the people with the least opportunity or the worst salespeople and make them top income earners. And there are things that I have to do differently to do that. I have to do things differently to do that. Differently. Another thing we did, so that's that. You don't even know that it makes sense though. It makes sense that I would be designing my own social media. You didn't know that until I just told you. But it makes total sense that I'm designing my own social media. It does. I don't even want you to think I'm making this up. Right. This is what I was going to talk about today. It's sitting right here. Create my own, that's supposed to say social media. Social media, not social mess. Social media. Make it part of ATS network. It won't be called ATS. I want my own social media now. I've been working on it for a while. Question from Law, can you do it like Netflix? Yes. That's exactly what we're going to do it like, Law. We're doing it exactly like Netflix, and that was a suggestion from Satish and Pavan. So that's exactly how we're doing it. That's exactly how we're doing it. We have a lot of security vulnerabilities in the company right now. Information security issues that we're addressing. We're addressing right now. And by information, not your information. Y'all information is protected because we use encrypted stuff for that. The intellectual information, is not as secure as we would like it to be. So we're fixing all those things and stuff like that. Social media, CRM, what else, Deanna?
Social media, CRM.
Too much.
You're also having your own Thinkific built.
Thank you. Learning management system. Because I need this learning management system, Thinkific, VT Lightspeed. I need it to work the way I need it to work. The way I need it to work. Because I'm what you call an active CEO. So that means I'm always stepping on Deanna's toes. She's CEO, but since I'm active, I'm always on her toes. So she just has to deal with it. I'm on the front line at all times. And then I'm listening to things that people want to have better for customers or staff or whatever. And I know we need to fix this, fix that, fix that. And I'm trying to figure out, well, how the hell do we fix all these things and still operate the way we need to operate, and this stuff doesn't exist? So what's the next logical thing to do? Build it. Build it. If you're not going to be my customer, help me be your customer, then I'm just going to build it and put you out of business. It just is what it is. And I'm not even in competition. I want Thinkific to remain where they're at. But we too big now. Now we need to get off of it. Just is what it is. We need to get off of it. My next issue, this last thing I'll say, is now all this stuff is getting on cloud. It has to. That's where it's secure at. That's kind of the way things are moving. So guess what? AWS, who knows what that is? Everybody uses it. It's Amazon Cloud Services, right? And then there's another. What's the other version? Satish, if you know, put it in the chat for me. There's a competition in that. So right now I got to use one of these people, and that's a hell of a bill. It's something like, and they went out their way to save me money. But the bill would be 3 mortgages in one, no matter where you live. Okay. A 0, I guess. 3 mortgages in one, no matter where you live. If you live in the Bay Area, still 3 mortgages in one. A month. That's an issue. That is a major issue. For me, it always, we could be bringing in $15 billion a month. I'm going to have a problem with that. I'm going to always have a major problem with that. If that company isn't in bed with me, making me money, I'm going to have a problem with that. Because all I'm going to do is see that company as a liability, taking money out of my pocket. And it is just against anything that I know how I got here to have something only take money out of my pocket and then justify it by, well, it's letting me stay in business. That is not good enough for me. So I need to train y'all people something. Something need to happen, or I'm going to build it myself. And I'm 98% sure I'm just going to have to build some cloud services. Just build it to where we can handle what we need to handle. And then I'm going to say, y'all want some of this too? Come over here and use this. Almost every single move we made at this company has been strength on that. Every time I hit a problem, I fix the problem. Now, if the problem costs me money, I spend that money. But now I'm thinking, is this always going to cost me money? And if the answer is this is going to always cost me money, I build it. I do not like things costing me money and never putting money back in my pocket. Now, while that sounds arrogant or whatever, it's why we don't feel economic disruptions. I act like at all times we in an economic disruption. In the years of surplus, I got this company running like COVID-19 been happening. I suggest you do the same thing with your company. I suggest you do the same thing. Got plenty more, but I'm going to stop right here. Deanna, we need to talk about that social media today, and then I'll put some other stuff. Nevertheless, hopefully I got something, because this is literally what we're doing. Deanna, the number one priority today is we need to build our own funnels on our own stuff.
Okay.
On our own stuff. That's no disrespect to the fantastic company that we're using. It's just time to own it. Just is what it is. It's not personal. They won't be mad. Own it. Own it, own it, own it. If you wear tennis shoes and you didn't build them, but those tennis shoes cost you one-time money, that's all right. But if those tennis shoes make you rent every month to wear them Nikes, then you better build your own tennis shoes if you're going to be in business. If you're renting something every single month and this something is not putting money back into your pocket, like, there's no way that I would allow any of you to pay for ATS monthly and not design ATS to consistently add value and put money back into your pocket every month, because I won't pay for it. So I just assume you act just like me. You call it great customer service. Cool. Thank you. I'm not going to correct your opinion of me. I'm just frugal. And I ain't paying for nothing that ain't making me no money. Can I get an amen as we end? Because I ain't paying for nothing that ain't making me no money. God dog it. So that's it. So let's go get it. I believe Monica is about to tear up some sales and stuff. Who knows? Either way, that's how I think. That's what we're doing. Get ready for social media. Get ready for a chat. All that stuff, and all these softwares are going to intermingle and talk to each other like Apple talks to itself. Like if Apple had a refrigerator, I could probably assume that my iPhone will open my refrigerator because that's Apple. That's what Apple does. I can just hit a button and open up the refrigerator. And then if they made a robot, I could just hit the robot, and the robot will bring me the beer. Maybe Apple one day will make me a bladder so I can drink all day, and then the bladder can go walk off and pee for me too. That'll work too. And I just sit down on the couch. That'll really work. All right, everybody. Antonio T. Smith Jr. You can't play better. You can dominate. See you in a little bit. All right, everybody.